Camera number 336 of 365 is the Canon EOS 1000F. I've already reviewed the 1000, which is regarded as the base unit, and the F differs from the 1000 in that it has this built-in flash, which we have to manually lift, and it probably benefits from a little bit of internal, maybe a slightly better exposure and focus system. But it is one down from the FN. The FN is another generation up and has, again, internals, but they all are very similar cameras in that sense. They look very similar and have similar functions, although the FN probably has a few little extras. Go and look at the video and you'll find out the difference. It requires a battery, a 2CR5 battery that's housed in the battery compartment here. Just be careful of the little plastic lip that closes the battery compartment. And then the mount is the Canon EF mount, and we take our lens off with our lens release. One of my favourite lenses here, the 35 to 135 lens, f4 to 5.6 ultrasonic lens. And we can turn our focus on and off with the lens. There is nothing included on the body there. So again, just note to user. Just put the lens back on. And then with the camera in the red lock position, it's off. We turn it on. And the first little icon, the little green button, is the point and shoot mode, program mode. And then we go through portrait, landscape, macro and sports mode. And then we have another program mode up the other end, which is shiftable with the command dial. And then the usual suspects, shutter priority, aperture priority, manual mode, depth mode, where we select 2 points in our view finder, and the camera will make sure that between those 2 points the focus is there. We then have self-timer and ISO. We can override the DX coding, which was very useful because I forgot to set it, and the camera was set to 400 ISO, whereas actually the film was 100. But a few of the images have come out okay. We put our film in by releasing the door and place our film in. The film automatically winds out the full length of what's in the canister and then winds it back in as it takes, so it counts down. What we see in the liquid crystal display is reflected in the viewfinder, which is nice. Our command dial, our shutter actuation button, let's just put it into a mode. Probably about one frame a second. We then have our exposure lock button, the first one, and then the second one is exposure compensation button. There is no mid-roll rewind button as far as I can tell. I haven't seen it, so we don't have the luxury of that. But otherwise it's a very competent picture taker. Do enjoy these cameras really. Particularly if you're coming from digital, you'll be very at home with the Canon ethos there. And if you want to benefit from auto exposure and focus as well. So there we go, that's the Canon EOS 1000F, and that has been camera number 336 of 365.